called Gilston. This is my friend Brandon, and this afternoon I thought I would do a video on integrated attacks from the hip wheel. I did a video in gi on koshi-garuma, which hip wheel or kubanagi, neck throw. But this is in that video, it was very basic. I really broke down the throw itself. Here I'm more interested in talking about how to deal with the various responses, and since there's a lot of interest in no-gi, and this is a particularly useful no-gi throw, I thought we would do this video no-gi. So the basic idea here is when we engage, I want to get a headlock right away. I want to catch one arm. I'm going to pivot and bring my hips all the way across his body. So sticking my butt out past his hips. In no-gi, I'm going to pull his arm across my body. If we were doing this with a gi, I would be extending the gi out in front as much as possible. You always look where you're going to throw, so I have to look over my left shoulder if I'm doing a right-sided technique. When my feet straighten up, he goes into the air. When I turn my body, he goes down. So the technique itself is very basic. Footwork, I'm stepping towards him. I'm pivoting into a squat. The lower you get, the more power you're going to have in the throw. So ideally, you want to get very low. I'm an old man. I don't get very low anymore. But this, controlling his head, it breaks his posture. It makes him off balance forward. This increases that hip, and then the lift. And if he's up in the air, very easy to throw. So at speed, it looks like this. Because I have an arm, I will take advantage of that, and I can either follow him down right into a scarf hold, or I can avoid going down and just apply a standing arm bar. And the idea is, in a competition, people are usually thinking of engaging. But with this hip wheel, I don't really engage that way. I go right into the attack. Makes for a very nice, strong attack. If you're in a competition, sometimes there's a prize for the fastest takedown. This can definitely qualify for that. Sometimes when you come in, you just have this space. He's come forward at the same time I've come forward, and there's no reason for me to pivot here. I can just sweep. So if you're approaching each other, he's attacking you, you're attacking him, you have an immediate foot sweep. But by immediately reaching, I don't give him a chance to defend. So I want to make this my basic position. Now, once I've done that, he's probably going to react. Right? I come in here and he pulls back. So there are a number of different reactions he can have. In the original video in gi, I showed two of them, the two most common, but here I want to go into much more detail about the different reactions. So you'll notice that he's pulled back and he's stepped backwards. He's left this leg out in front for me. And this is fairly typical. He's making space. He can do so by going backwards or going around me. And my response is just going to be to catch his foot. In Judo, we would call this kouchigari. So he steps back. I'm keeping this pull forward. I want him leaning over. I use the bottom of my foot. I catch him right behind the heel. I continue to pull his arm forward and up. I don't want to pull it down, which helps him. I don't want him getting lower. At this point, I want him moving forward. And now sweeping the foot out, and he has nowhere to go but down. So if I come in and he tries to circle around so I can't get my hip in place, it's the same thing. I can still attack that foot. But this time, instead of just moving around me, he moves, but he's also pushing me away from him. So here, I can't do it. He's creating too much space and everything is going backwards. So here, I want to go around the outside. He pushes away. I catch his leg from behind. Then slowly, he pushes away, but he is pushing into me, so there's still forward momentum. So you ask, why don't I want to take him that way? What I'm doing is I'm turning that forward momentum into a sideways rotation. So by moving my shoulder forward, pulling this arm up, now he is slightly tilted. When I reach, and I'm reaching fairly high here, it's not an osotogari, it's not a major reap, it's a catch, and breaking that and pulling it out of the way. Sometimes he won't go around me, but he still tries to break things by pushing away. All right, so here, once again, he's keeping me at bay, but his momentum is coming forward. Let's do this from the opposite angle. You'll see things better. Okay? So I come in and he blocks me. He's pushing away. He's thinking about going for a single leg at this point. I'm going to put all my weight on my left foot. My right foot comes up. And I'm ideally blocking him at the knee, but if his foot's way back like it was there, anywhere on the leg is going to work. The point is that he's pushing forward. All right. Here. So this time, when I come in, he realizes it's a hip throw. He drops. He brings all of his weight down, so I can't get my hip in. All right. So I actually get in, but he's so low, there's no way I'm not, my center of gravity is well above his. I'm keeping that headlock, pulling on the arm. I'm going to step to the side, and this time I am going to sweep. Once again, here, as soon as I feel that drop, step. All right, once again, now he is off balance to the side. Sweeping the leg is very natural. So sometimes when I come in, he's going to break the angle. So he has closed the gap. Once again, I can't pivot. All right, so here he's threatening to do a suplex. He can lift me up, throw me over his shoulder. That would be very bad for me. So here, again, I want to keep him coming forward. I don't want to let him get low and lift me. So pulling the arm across, again, that good headlock. My weight goes on this foot, and I'm going to block with my foot in front of his shin. Notice that my toe is higher than my heel. That makes my leg very strong on the side. So that's extremely important. So here, a block, now a big pull, and a whip. So So once more at speed. Similarly, I come in and he blocks me, but when I go to sweep him or block him, then he sinks. So I can't get there anymore. So once again, he's threatening to suplex me, but here I can't take him down. I must go down as well. So this is Tai Otoshi in Judo, right? I come in, he's gotten smart, foot comes out. Notice that I'm not worrying about, I don't actually want any contact with his leg. I'm just bringing my foot out, turning sideways, and my knee goes down. My weight is evenly distributed between my feet. This is a big pull across my body, and the headlock is almost like a roundhouse. When I straighten my legs, he flies over, and that's the power of the throw. At speed, this time, when I come in, he immediately drops for a single or double leg takedown. So I come in, I want to be as perpendicular as possible. I want to push down on the head. I'm grabbing under the lat, all right, and bringing him over. This does work better in gi, but it works fine no gi as well. In a contest, I'm going to follow. So I end up on top. This is very similar to a single leg. If he grabs a single leg and then comes up again. Here, same idea. I want to jump perpendicular to him and lift with this leg that he's grabbed. He's helping me out by pulling up. And again, it's very easy for me to maintain control here. This all goes very fast. All right. So there's a whole bunch of ideas to use. Experiment with this attack, it's fantastic. And you have a wide variety of follow-ups depending upon what your opponent does. Obviously, if they don't do anything, you just throw them. It requires a lot of practice. You're not going to just be able to react to however he responds without a lot of drilling. You want to work with your partner and have your partner react in different ways after you've practiced, so that ultimately you don't know how they're going to react. And it becomes just a feeling of muscle memory as to, oh, he reacted this way, I do this. All right, if you've enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Seryoku Zenyo, meaning maximum efficiency. If you click on the bell, you can get the videos as soon as they're posted. Thank you, Brandon.